Welcome to this morning on Asake podcast, your daily dose of insightful conversation on current affairs, politics, and social issues. Please share and also follow us on social media at SiteZW. Now, stay tuned to today's episode.
A very good morning to you and welcome. My name is Nonhlanhla Mabiwa and I'm here with Brighton as usual. Good morning.
A very good morning to you guys. I hope you had a great weekend over there and wherever you are. Today on the show, we're looking at the issue of the Monetary Policy Committee resolutions. And I know it's been buzzing over the past weekend, man. The TL has been a wish with the comments, critics and so on, even WhatsApp groups speaking about the ZIG rate and so on. With this, maybe going to ensure economic stability as we go forward. Many things have been said there by the committee. So, but to unpick that.
Good morning, James.
Good morning. When it comes to the issues of ZIG, Brighton, in terms of circulation and its effect on us, it's not a big issue. It's not that big, but it's big on big companies that we're actually trading. Some of them, they're actually saying they've lost about 50% of the profits that they had before. So it's a big challenge, Brighton, and it's a huge loss for these other businesses that are actually trading using the multi-currency system, where they have the ZIG, the RAND, and the USD. But whereas those that are actually trading using USD and RANDs, Brighton, there's nothing, I can say there's no change for them because they're still trading using those two currencies, and there's no effect on them. But those that were actually trading using the multi-currency system, where you have the ZIG included there, they have made huge losses, Brighton. It's a blow to them. And also it's a blow to civil servants that were actually having their monies in their accounts. So Brighton, it affects each and every one of us in terms of actually buying and selling, because these people, they buy from us at times. So it's a huge loss for both sides. But at the same time, I think what we need to do now is to allow the free fall. Let things stabilize on their own. Let's not try to normalize and try to put laws, because by the end of the day, it affects us. It doesn't actually yield anything. Thank you.
Yeah, that is James. They come from Rwanda. He's a businessman. They operate in Rwanda there, and speaking largely about the issue how these monetary policies are affecting their business as well in terms of trade. What are they using then? The currency are they using?
Let's hear from Jabulo.
Good morning, Nonhlanhla. As Zimbabweans, I think we have learned through experience not to even trust our government, and unless and until they do things right, the Zimbabwean economy will always remain the way it is. It will remain, it will constantly be going down, no matter which currency they are going to put out there. We are always going to, and a lot of people say, let's use the US dollar because the US dollar, but are you aware that we devalued the US dollar when it was being used in Zimbabwe? It was shocking the world, our pricing system and even the rate system that we use in Zimbabwe, because it's not the currency which is the problem. Even when we speak of the RAND, how the RAND is being manipulated, only in Zimbabwe, it's being manipulated, it's being undervalued. You get there, they tell you RAND, you get into a text, they tell you a RAND, it's 15 RAND. It's $1 is 15 RAND. Yet all over the world, the RAND and the US dollar, it's sitting at 17 point something or 18. The environment that our government has created, the currency is not even the issue. We have policy problems. We have trust issues that we have against our government, that they have proven to us over and over again that they cannot be trusted. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much, Jabulo, for that. Quite interesting what we are raising there.
Good morning, Champion John.
Hello, Nonhlanhla and Brighton. For us to have stability, they should be right. Let me say we have done away with issues like uncertainties, right? There is a policy consistency, right? So the issue that we are sitting for here, where we talk about the resolution of MPC, I think we do have to look at them thinking about the stability that we want to have and what can be defined as a stability, because already one of the things that you can look at right now is to say, okay, there was a devaluation, I think, last week, and this devaluation has devalued the RTGS to 25 or 24, maybe the midpoint is 24, something there. But you are looking at that now, and you are looking to say, okay, what is the parallel exchange rate? Because already the free market that we are using, it's a parallel market in this case. So you are looking particularly to say, okay, this is what I have. I have got a 24 exchange rate of 24, something. I have got also one US dollar as to 32, as to 33, as to 35, around there, or as to 30, because it differs at any point where you are exchanging it. And now you are looking to say, their devaluation has set a price ceiling at, I think, 24. And we all know that the equilibrium price is, according to the parallel market, is at 32 or 30. So still, it's not enough, because why is it not enough? Because already we know that when ZIG was introduced, the reserves and all other things that we have were just insufficient. So the issue of stability there, from what I'm explaining there is nothing. Why? Because you can't set your price ceiling below the equilibrium price, because what will happen is that the black market will continue to thrive, and it will thrive more. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Champion John.
Good morning to you, Signora.
Good morning. We are tired. I'm personally tired of. It's no longer gymnastics economy. It's a TikTok economy. What is trending is what you see in Zimbabwe. Jokes that do not really make sense. And I'm trying to figure out if the government is at all serious. Policies that do not really address the situation. It's a very sad situation. What makes it more challenging is some people have since given up this struggle. The primary question that I want to ask on the policies, so that it's clear and it goes again to the office bearers, how do you come up with sound policies and not take into consideration or ignore the fact that they have to be applied by the people who are supposed to apply, the users are the business people, me, you and all of us. It does not make sense to me, because the informal sector is holding the economy of Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwean economy is under it's actually being supported by the informal sector. It's only logical that if there's resistance, whether you want to put it that way, whether there is no confidence from people putting money in the pillow for whatever happened, which we are trying to hide behind the finger, and coming up with decorative policies, which are very good. But how then do you actually make that work at the end of the day? The recipe is the enabler and the policies. It's a total discourse. It does not make sense. And by the way, it's not only the informal sector, those who are actually standing in front of us, even the Minister of Finance, if you are to investigate, and the entire leadership. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you so much, Signora.
Let's wrap up the show with Douglas Mandela this morning.
Good morning, Bright. And then when we look in terms of that, everybody has been asking, I think probably 14 years ago, we were asking to join the rand monetary system, because there will be like accountability, there will be monetary thing within the rand community. They don't want to go there. They don't want to go there because they're actually enjoying, not to the rest of you, the civil servants, that they can just wake up and devalue your currency tomorrow. To them, they're enjoying it. We had the auctions few last year and the year before. They were enjoying the auctions. They really got rich with the auctions, because you go there with few. That was before the bond. You go there with few bonds, buy the thing at almost a parallel rate at the RBZ. Tomorrow you go back onto the things, people like Christopher Mtrangwa's son, who was arrested and later things. They were getting richer. They've got these bureau de change that Gono was banning, and then they were there also. They're now going behind the scene. When you go in Harare, most of these places, they're going around, they're opening bureau de change. Mwana wa Ningi, who's operating this bureau de change. So these guys are thriving at the expense of the whole of Zimbabwe. I'll give back the mic.
We've come to the end of the show for this Monday edition. For myself, Brighton Ngobe.
And Nonhlanhla Mapigwa,
It's bye for now.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode. For feedback, you can contact us on 263-777-470017. Don't forget to follow and like our social media pages.